A video published by TMZ shows White and his wife Ann in a VIP area of a nightclub during a New Year's Eve celebration in Cabo, Mexico. Dana White can be seen in the video saying something to Ann White, at which point she slaps him in the face. Dana White then slaps her back before the two are quickly separated.
I have to give a shout out to one of my subscribers who have been supporting this channel. And I want to say thank you to Bradford Sutton for the kind and generous words through your assessment of the work that I put in behind the scenes to provide quality content for all of you that are viewing and even all of you who are subscribers. So salute to Bradford Sutton. Thank you so much. Okay, now, y'all done heard what Molly from ESPN said when she reported about UFC's CEO, Dana White. Yeah, y'all just heard that, right? Okay, now we have some issues that we have to dissect today. Now, I want to preface my comments with this. I put up a video on this channel just a few days ago about Gervonta Tank Davis and the domestic violence environment that he has been allegedly involved in recently, right? And I told y'all men who was watching that video, whether you are a subscriber or just a viewer or a combination of both, I told y'all then, I said to you all then, and it applies even to this situation with Dana White. And I'm going to say it again. Men, when you are in an environment of domestic violence with a woman, I encourage you to please initiate the process of involving law enforcement opposed to taking matters in your own hands. Remember I said that? Okay, and it definitely applies to Dana White right now. Video has surfaced and it's made its way into the hands of TMZ Sports, where Dana White smacked his wife after his wife smacked him while they were at a club or a lounge out in Cabo, Mexico. Okay? And Dana White, he said something. He said something that he should have said, and that was that it was wrong for him to do what he did. But it's something else that I wanted to point out that he said, and I wanted to be able to dice. Here I go again, y'all. I'm talking way too much. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
I literally am making no excuses for this thing at all. It's never happened before. It's the first time that it's ever happened.
Dana White, y'all just heard him, right? He just said, this is the first time that this ever happened between me and my wife. That was the first time, I guess, that they got into a domestic violence situation. That's what Dana White said. But I found a clip where his mother, Dana White's mother, did an interview back in 2017. And she actually discussed some of the things that bother her about her relationship with Dana White. And she even mentioned, you know what? Y'all know what I'm about to say. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
Yeah, he slept with his sister-in-law in my house, which made me absolutely furious. I mean, he goes after any girl he wants and usually gets them. So his wife they're constantly fighting. The honeymoon, she gave him the worst black eye I've ever seen. He nearly lost his eye. So I don't know if that's his way of handling it, but he's gone overboard with handling it.
Dana White's mother, y'all just heard her, right? In March of 2017, she said that Dana White's wife, the woman that was in that video, she blacked his eye on their honeymoon years prior to that interview that his mother did. And the issue that I have with this whole ordeal is that I notice that when people are popular in our society, somehow, some way, they get treated a little bit differently than a person who's not as popular, or a person that do not have a lot of notoriety compared to the other popular person. Because Dana White is popular in the UFC realm. He's popular in the sport of mixed martial arts. He's popular with certain networks. He's popular because he's friends with different people in the media, including Stephen A. Smith. And we're going to get to that in just a few seconds. But my point is that as soon as this video surfaced, people started to make passes for it. It seemed like some people were trying to help Dana White make an excuse for it. And I'm talking about not just the media, but even some of the two lawyers. I think one name is Harvey Levin, and I forgot the other guy's name. They were, here I go again. I'm talking way too much. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
You were at a place in Cabo that where alcohol flows. Yeah, I mean, Dana, what we were told by people who were in the club, that it, at least to them, seemed that there was a lot of alcohol involved in this situation. There was definitely a lot of alcohol involved, but that's no excuse. The final thing, you say whatever happened that night happened. Do you remember it? No, I don't remember a lot. So, no.
We all understand how being intoxicated can alter your judgment. We all understand that when you consume a certain level of alcohol, it does affect a little bit of your behaviors and some of the things that you say. But it's not fair that those attorneys, when they were interviewing Dana White, were trying to coach him, or trying to, like he was on a witness stand and he was their client. They were trying to insinuate, rather, and lead the witness, as they said, into acknowledging that it was alcohol consumption that played a major role in the behaviors between him and his wife. And also, memory loss could have played a part in the behavior of in the behavior of Dana White. And it doesn't stop there, y'all, because there's another part of the media that did the same thing. And there's a particular representative of the media who did the same thing. Yup, you've guessed it. I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith. Hey, guys and ladies, remember that time, you know, when Floyd Mayweather, he had a situation where he was involved allegedly in a domestic violence environment? Now, there's no evidence or pictures or videos that were published about Floyd Mayweather being the aggressor in a domestic violence environment. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that, right? And Floyd Mayweather had to serve time behind that. And Floyd Mayweather actually emphatically denied the claims that he actually physically assaulted the mother of his children. Y'all remember that? But let's take a look at how Stephen A. Smith responded and reacted back in 2015 when he rendered his verdict on national television about the great Floyd Mayweather Jr. And don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
Any of us should be appalled. As far as I'm concerned, any decent man or woman should speak emphatically against domestic violence, and the fact that he finds himself in this situation is egregious and reprehensible, and it's disgusting. And as far as I'm concerned, again, if there's truth to all of that, he's lucky he only got 2 months. He should have been in there. He should have been in jail longer. When I've asked Floyd about things that I've heard face to face, on camera, off camera, he's emphatically and categorically denied it.
Did y'all hear what Stephen A. Smith said about Floyd Mayweather? Let me repeat what he said on national television in April of 2015. He said, the fact that he, Floyd Mayweather, finds himself in this situation is egregious, reprehensible, and disgusting. Even though in that same piece that he just was speaking on, he mentioned that Floyd Mayweather told him personally on camera and off camera that it wasn't true. He emphatically denied it. That's what Stephen A. Smith said, right? But yet and still, it was, what does Stephen A. Smith say again? Egregious, reprehensible, and disgusting for Floyd Mayweather to find himself in that type of situation. Well, let's see Stephen A. Smith's response when he was asked about how Dana White should face the consequences. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
What type of discipline should Dana face?
Well, my immediate response to that is whatever discipline he should face is the kind of discipline he would impose upon someone he oversees, because that would be consistent with who he is. Now, I will openly confess to you, and I certainly, we shouldn't end this segment without getting your take on this. I will tell you this. Dana White is not just somebody that's connected in the world of sports. He's a friend. I love the guy personally. So this is a very hard subject for me. We talk all the time. We certainly connected briefly since this happened. He knew there's no way on earth that I wasn't going to talk about it. My heart goes out to his family because this is a very, very embarrassing situation.
Hold on. So let me get this right, Stephen A. Smith. When Floyd Mayweather Jr. found himself in his situation, you said it was egregious, reprehensible, and disgusting. You also said that Floyd Mayweather should have served more time in jail. But Dana White, your friend, the one who you publicly said you love, when he found himself in his situation, you said it was embarrassing. When Molly asked you what his consequences should be, you deferred to whatever Dana White would do to somebody in his position. Why didn't you say he should go to jail and do time in prison like you did Floyd Mayweather on live national television? When Floyd Mayweather Jr. found himself in his situation, you never mentioned on live national television that you reached out to his family or your heart goes out to his family. But Dana White found himself in this situation on tape, by the way, smacking his wife. You reached out to his family. Your heart goes out to his family. And his wife smacked him and disrespected him. Oh, okay. So for that reason, Stephen A. Smith and whoever else called me a hater for saying all of this, because I know that's coming next. Stephen A. Smith, I got an award for you. Welcome to my channel. And you are the next contestant on the show because you deserve an award. Yes, you do, Stephen A. Smith, and I got one for you. Stephen A. Smith, because you are representing the media and you showing favoritism because Dana White is your friend compared to when Floyd Mayweather Jr. was in a similar situation where he never even been proven that he put his hands on the mother of his children. And it's been proven that Dana White has on tape. Because of that, Stephen A. Smith, I got something for you. Come on down and get this, Steve. Oh, yes. Come on down, Steve. Come on down, Mr. Smith. I got something for you. Stephen A. Smith, you're going to need to get you a pair of these. Oh, yes, you do, Stephen A. Smith. Yes, you do. And I seen that video a couple years ago when you was hitting the heavy bag. But you're going to need some more training. You really do. And while you're at it, you're going to need to get you a pair of these. And you're going to need to get you a pair of these immediately.